Practicing DUI defense here in Knoxville, we're often approached by UT students or Pellissippi students who are between the ages of 18 and 21 and who've been charged with a DUI. And the first thing that's going to come up is that's a little bit of a different circumstance legally and factually than somebody over the age of 21, since it's not legal for them to be drinking at all. So, can you tell the listeners a little bit about what the differences are?
Sure. Yeah. So with the DWI, rather than having the zero point zero 0.08 presumption that if you're above a zero point zero 0.08, you are presumptively too impaired to drive, for an underage individual, DWI, that actually is lowered down to a zero point zero 0.02. So if you are above a zero point zero 0.02, you can be convicted of DWI, even if you cannot be convicted of DUI. But also, just because you are under the age of 21 does not mean that you cannot be convicted of DUI for being over 21. And so the state can still seek the mandatory minimum 48 hours, the mandatory 11 months, 29 days sentence as if under a DUI, or they can just seek it under the DWI, which does not have mandatory jail time. It does have a mandatory loss of license. And one of the main issues with an underage DWI is that you cannot get a restricted license, such as an individual who gets convicted of over 21 DUI. And you can even be charged with DWI if you're a high school student as well. If you're 16, 17, coming back from a party in the neighborhood, you can get a DWI as well from that. Whether you're in high school, college, just anyone under the age of 21.
And a lot of the differences between those two laws, over 21, under 21, are negative for the person under 21. But one of the benefits of the DWI law is that it is eligible for diversion, meaning if you're convicted of a DUI, it's never coming off your record. DWI is not quite like that, and there are circumstances where we could get a diversion, meaning your record would end up being clean.
That's exactly right. And even with the diversion as well, there's not necessarily a probation time period. So, similar when we talked about the DUI, and in addition to the jail time, there's mandatory probation time period. With a DWI, there's no jail time, no probation, but a diversion can also help clear your record where it gets expunged as if it never happened at the end of the case.